question is, why would you need to use a dish? Why do you need to dish your rim? Usually you take your bike into the shop. If you're doing a basic tune-up or a tune-up or whatever the shop wants to call it, there's your first tune-up that starts at the shops. Should usually always include a wheel truing. Usually they're looking at the lateral, the side to side, so as your rim goes left and right, they're gonna make that true, have it stay in the center. You usually don't go past that unless your rim really calls for it. If it's real obvious where they're having trouble getting a side to side, get that lateral nice and straight, maybe they got to do a little more work. Could be more than 5, 10, 15 minutes. So then that might be looking like a major wheel true. So then they're going to start looking at the roundness of the wheel. So if the roundness took a hit, it's no longer round, it's bent at the top, or it's poking up like an oblong egg. Then we're looking at the radial. We're spending more time on that. Price is probably going to go up. It's going to fall outside of your regular tune-up, and it's up to the shop whether they take it a step further, if they even check the wheel health even more. I don't know if shops are doing that, where they're saying, hey, let's do a 5-point inspection of your wheel, which is not a bad idea, especially if you've been riding quite a long time, you got several miles on it, you're hard on it, a lot of jumps, whatnot. With a mountain bike or gravel bike or road bike, it doesn't matter, you take a lot of hits. So why not take a good look at the whole health of the wheel? You know, so my interpretation of a dish is kind of like a plate. Plate sits on the table, kind of sits upward, almost like a bowl. So that's where my feeling comes from, what a dish is. So kind of the same thing of a wheel. You got your hub, and then you have your spokes that kind of shoot out. So what we're looking for is making sure that the hub is centered. So if you measured from lock nut to lock nut, or where the wheel meets the frame, so the wheel meets the frame, for the rear, that might look like a bit of an illusion. But if you find that middle, then that should find the center of that rim. So if here's my hub, here's my wheel, if that rim is over to one side, then think of yourself standing over on more weight on one leg. Someone could come over, push you, you're gonna fall right over. So if we can center yourself, get equal amount of weight on both legs, same thing, hub, rim, get that rim over to the center, it's gonna make for a much stronger wheel, ready to take on the next bump, hits, drops, jumps, drops, whatever you got for it. So just makes for a super healthy, strong wheel. It's just basically dotting your I's, crossing your T's. And again, once we do all those checks, your lateral, your roundness, your dish, then we want to lock it up, man. We want to pour some of that glue over it, harden it, throw it in the kiln, so it's ready to go. The tension is going to lock it up, keep all those adjustments you just made, and make it super strong and ready to go hit the day.